Really? Okay.
Oh, I didn't know you.
Just keep going. AP Stat, that's where it's at, even though it's kind of whack. Making assumptions in this class is the only way that you can pass. From day one, it started the fun.
Dot plots, stem plots, modified box plots, and histograms too can help us organize all of our data. Who knew? Socks, Marty says, shape, outlier, center, and spread. Forget this and you'll be dead.
Now moving on to Chapter 2, describing our data, there's just 4 steps to get you through. Symmetric, skewed left or right, are different ways to describe the curve. Sometimes stat gets on my nerves. Is it normal or not? It's easy to find. Just use the empirical rule, histograms, and normal probability plot. If it's normal, the calculator can do the rest. Use normal CDF and inverse norm. Doing it by hand is just a pest.
Chapter 3, scatter plots, what a breeze. Strength, direction, and form can help you see relationships, but wait, there's more. Correlation coefficient, R, can be weak, strong, or moderate. Don't give up just yet. Relationships can be seen by other things, like least squared regression lines, but it can all be done in the calculator. You'll be just fine.
Correlations and regression are not resistant. Lurking variables can be a threat, but there's no need to fret. The question is causation. How does the explanatory affect the response, or is it just an association? Does X cause Y, or is Z lurking? Causation, confounding, or common response? AP Stat coming smirking.
So many sampling designs, stratified clusters, and SRS, too many to list. Make sure to watch out for the response bias. Comparative experimental designs contain just 3 steps. Units, apply treatment, and observe response. Don't let the lurking variables make a mess, but there's a match pair block design, and you can't forget double blind.
Now on to Chapter 6. Sometimes we question why stat exists. What's the probability we'll pass this class? This lesson could help us get a grasp of it. Probability only works in the long run. It's not haphazard but random. Stat is just getting fun. If it's X and Y, you multiply. If it's X or Y, you add. It's not that hard. Come on, give it a try.
Moving on to the variables, discrete or continuous, they are not hard to tell apart. You don't even have to be that smart. Histograms and countable numbers of outcomes describe discrete. Areas under the curve and intervals are properties of continuous. It's so easy it makes you feel like a genius. Expected values are a piece of cake, just one number that the calculator can make. Don't forget the variance and standard deviation too. A lot more formulas to remember, boo-hoo.
Binomial distributions might just send us to an institution. Fixed numbers of trials, independence, success or failure, and counting successes. The toolbox is something we will remember forever. More formulas to make us queasy, but binom CDF and binom PDF to help it make it easy. Geometric are not much harder. The probability stays the same and you can count until success. Isn't AP Stat just the best?
Here comes sampling distribution in Chapter 9. This could take some time. Parameters describe populations. Statistics describe samples. They are easy to differentiate. Bias and variability are a part of sampling distribution. Low bias and variability, and you are close to perfection. More formulas are required for this test to pass. Sometimes AP Stat is such a hard class.
On to the confidence. Ours goes down from stat. P hat or X bar, either way you use the Z star. Population, parameter, conditions, calculate and interpret. You can't forget the toolbox or your regrets will have lots. Then come this test of significance, ho and ha. There is your hypothesis. Statistically significant, you reject the ho.
T-distributions are next. Degrees of freedoms are the big difference. The toolbox is the exact same as the rest. Just make sure to do a t-test. Paired t-tests are just as simple. Ho and ha deal with zeros. Marty taught us well. She is our hero.
Then there's chi-squared, so fresh in our minds we don't need to review. Thank you, Marty, for making AP Stat fun. You're better than a honey bun. Peace out, AP Stat.